You've been asleep at the wheel. You've been asleep at the wheel.
Have y'all been sleeping at the wheel? Have y'all been sleeping on TMT Promotions? Well, Leonard Ellerbee just let the cat out the bag. People been wanting to know what's going on with TMT and Gervonta Davis. Is he still with Leonard and Mayweather? Or is Gervonta Davis a free agent in fights on Showtime? Well, like I said, Leonard Ellerbee, he just let the cat out the bag. I'm going to let y'all know what he said. But before we do that, make sure that you smash on my like button and sub to the channel if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Well, what people been wanting to know all along. We all of a sudden out the blue, we saw Leonard Ellerbee pop up at the press conference with Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. We hadn't seen or heard from Leonard Ellerbee in a long while. But like I told everybody, Leonard Ellerbee is still gonna be in the mix. Now, when we seen Leonard Ellerbee pop up at the press conference, we didn't know what was going on. A lot of people was like, wait, where did Leonard Ellerbee come from? I thought Gervonta Davis was no longer with TMT Promotions. I thought that Gervonta Davis had an exclusive deal with Showtime. Well, he does have an exclusive deal with Showtime. He has a deal to fight on Showtime. Yeah, that's where all his fights are going to be taking place, on Showtime. And let me clarify that for those that's going to pretend like they don't know what I'm talking about when I say Showtime. We know that Tank fight on Showtime pay-per-view. And also, if y'all remember, the TMT fighters, they always fight on Showtime. When Gervonta Davis was still fighting before he got on pay-per-view, he was fighting on Showtime. Rolly Romero, he was fighting on Showtime. Mayweather had a deal with Showtime, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Because like I said, Gervonta Davis's camp was coming out for a while saying that they done with Mayweather Promotions, they're no longer with Mayweather Promotions, and Tank is a free agent. He do what he want to do. I didn't really never believe that. You know what I'm saying? It was really hard for me to believe that Tank was just going to be a free agent and be able to fight who he want to and do what he want to do. Because every time we heard Tank talk, he always said, look, I listen to my team. My team, Mayweather Promotions, you know, I just listen to them. And he was always talking about how comfortable he was, how much money he done made with them. So it was hard for me to believe that he was just going to leave them and go cold turkey alone by himself. We did see Gervonta Davis fight Hector Garcia. In that Hector Garcia fight, we didn't see no Floyd Mayweather. But Gervonta Davis's coach, Calvin Ford, he said that Gervonta Davis told him that he was looking around for Floyd. He started asking for Floyd during that Hector Garcia fight. Like, where's Floyd at? Then he was looking around for Leonard Ellerbee, and Leonard Ellerbee was right there, ringside, and he said once he saw Leonard Ellerbee, he got in his zone, and he was much more comfortable. Now, a lot of people would ask, if he's no longer with Floyd Mayweather Promotions, with TMT Promotions, why would he be looking around for Floyd? Why would he be looking around for Leonard Ellerbee? I asked myself the same question. His coach, Calvin Ford, also said, you know, hey, Tank got to get comfortable standing on his own 10, right? He's so used to looking for Floyd, he got to be comfortable standing on his own 10. Floyd might not be showing up to some of these fights no more. Floyd might not be at ringside no more. So it made me think, well, is Gervonta Davis only dealing with TMT Promotions for this fight? Because when people was asking Leonard Ellerbee, he didn't really want to get into why he was at the press conference for Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia if Tank was no longer his fighter. He just kind of skipped over and said, oh, you know, I'm just here to help Tank out. You know, me and Tank are close. I'm here to help him out. He just left it at that. But I didn't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are multi-millionaires. Leonard Ellerbee is worth over $100 million. Floyd Mayweather is worth over $1 billion. So, I mean, y'all ain't just doing this for free because he wanted your help. You know what I'm saying? This is still a business. So, I realized when I went to Box Rec that TMT Promotions is actually promoting this fight. They are the promoter for this fight, along with Tom Brown Promotions, TMT and Tom Brown Promotions, TBG, right? So then, recently, I heard Leonard Ellerbee talk. They asked Leonard Ellerbee about Oscar De La Hoya saying, I don't even know why Leonard Ellerbee is here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play y'all the audio on what old Leonard Ellerbee had to say.
Man, Oscar full of shit and everybody know that. He said, last time he said, what did he say? Something about, what did he say? So after the press conference, he said, oh, he didn't have nothing to do with the fight.
I don't know why he was here.
Yeah.
Right.
Motherfucker, you didn't sent the contract over. You've been asleep at the wheel.
It's not personal, it's just two men speaking their mind.
Yeah, he just don't know what he was talking about as a statement as it relates to me. You know, ask his VP who had been, when he was running around here talking about nobody's answering the phone, can't get a hold of nobody. I was talking to Eric all along.
Eric Gomez.
Eric Gomez, his VP.
I remember I asked you about a year ago, would you want to put Ryan in there if you were Oscar, and you said no. So, do you think he's really happy about this fight happening and his kid being in there? You know,
well, I said it, you heard what I said at the press conference. You know, I said, gave all the props to the young man, Ryan Garcia, and his phenomenal attorney.
Well, Lupe Valencia.
Yeah, the best in the business. And Ryan, you better stick with him, I tell you. But yeah, if it was up to Golden Boy, this fight wouldn't be happening. But Ryan Garcia, being the boss that he is, he told him to go make the fight.
Is that anxiousness?
So there y'all hear it. That should answer a lot of questions that people have. For one, for all of the naysayers and the doubters that were saying that Ryan Garcia didn't really want to fight, well, you heard it from Leonard Ellerbee. He says this fight wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Ryan Garcia. Oscar De La Hoya, he really didn't want to fight. But Ryan Garcia and his lawyer, they the ones that was pressing the issues, and they the ones that was like, hey, get the fight made, or you gonna have a lot of problems between me and my client. Right? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a lot of problems with my client if you don't get this fight made. Also, Leonard Ellerbee told you, I was the one that got the whole deal going on our side. I'm the one that made up the contract. I'm the one that was sending the contract. I'm the one that was doing all of the negotiations with Eric Gomez, the vice president of Golden Boy Promotions. We already been knowing from several people. Sanicia Estrada came out and said, Oscar De La Hoya, he don't do none of the business. He don't be knowing nothing what's going on with the business. Everything go through Eric Gomez. We knew that way back in the day. For those who remember, when Richard Schaefer was running Golden Boy, he was the one doing all of the dealings. He was the one that was cutting all the deals and doing all the negotiations, while Oscar De La Hoya was somewhere in the rehab clinic. Oscar don't do none of the business deals. He got people around him that do that. That's why a lot of people be like, man, Oscar don't even be knowing what's going on with his own company. You know what I'm talking about? He just come out running his mouth. You seen when he saw Leonard Ellerbee, he was looking like a ghost in the face. Like, what is he doing here? Leonard Ellerbee like, man, this dude don't even know what he's talking about. I'm the one that's been doing all the negotiations behind the scenes the whole time. Not Steven Espinoza, not nobody else, not Tom Brown, me, Leonard Ellerbee with TMT Floyd Mayweather Promotions. Also, in another interview, Leonard Ellerbee was asked, oh man, where you been? And he said, you know, people asking me where I've been. I ain't never went nowhere, and I'm not going nowhere. So that lets you know Gervonta Davis is going to continue to work with Floyd Mayweather Promotions. Whether they coming out saying that he's still a TMT fighter or not, they his promoter. That's who going to be promoting his fight. He's comfortable with working with Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbee, and more so Leonard Ellerbee. You know what I'm saying? Him and Floyd, they butt heads all the time. But Floyd is kind of like Oscar. Floyd don't deal with none of the business. You know what I'm saying? Leonard Ellerbee deal with all of that. That's why all of the talking is done by Leonard Ellerbee now. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, there you got it. For those who thought that Gervonta Davis was no longer going to be with TMT Promotions, was going to be making all his decisions, no, he still got a team. They still got a plan for Tank. We got a plan for Tank. We ain't worried about none of these other guys. Gervonta Tank Davis, he the best fighter in the world. Yeah, they still got the plan for Tank, and the plan for Tank is playing out just like they wanted it to. He is the biggest name in boxing right now. He will be the face of boxing if he beats Ryan Garcia. So that plan is playing out just like they wanted it to. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Leonard Ellerbee Floyd Mayweather way. It is what it is, whether you like it or not. He told you, we got a plan for Tank years ago. In Leonard Ellerbee, TMT Promotions, Floyd Mayweather, they ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing changing with Tank. They gonna move him, and he gonna move just like they was moving him and just like he was moving before. Ain't nothing changing. Like I said all along. Anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Drop a comment in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear from y'all. What y'all think about this whole situation? Did y'all get fooled? Was y'all sleeping at the wheel? Y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And before we go, just remember one thing. If you feel offended, I'm talking to you.
You offended, I'm talking to. They don't really wanna see shot. Going plat when I rap, I'm a clap in the beatbox. Other fellas like a weak block. Shoot a bullet and it fall to the ground, but your heat drop. Ain't no competition we got. Better duck when I ride, press ride like a T5. Get me high in the treetop. I'm making love to the beat like the track got a G5. And I'm chewing every MC, yo. Try to run with them, but they can't keep up, bruh. What you wanna face me for? Knowing that I'm nice and I can't be tough. Any nigga feel it better than me. Got any beats and turn on my valve. Show a nigga that I'm dope like speed or coke. You catch an overdose on my style. One of the best, so I made dough. Killing the niggas who really can't flow. Moving the crowd when I say so. Try to be me, but you can't. I feel that I'm on top. Put them on the shelf, bet you I won't flop. Game on lock. Pressure gonna really what the industry needed, so I ain't gon' stop.